As darkness sets in on Conway, Arkansas, one man wakes up to serve and save the city he loves, to feed them Hot Pockets and sell them cigarettes, to keep the fountain drink stocked and the coffee hot. Let the shift begin.
Morning, everybody. Good morning. We're back for another graveyard shift. And you know, I've been eating this burrito now for close to a year. It's reasonably healthy. I think it's actually really healthy for you. I mean, it's spinach, eggs, cheese, and a tortilla. You really don't get much simpler or better than that. And sometimes I add some ground beef, but most of the time it's just egg. This is the ultimate money-saving burrito, man. For this, you can eat breakfast all week for cheaper than $10. I think the final total comes out to about 5 or 6. I don't know, I'm rusty on the math, but I can tell you breakfast all week for less than $10. Only thing is, I'll warn you, is it does get tiring of eating eggs, and that's why sometimes once in a while I have to throw in ground beef, because eating eggs every single day, it's extremely healthy, but it does get tiring. Especially in this day and age, man, everything's gone up and it's never coming back down. You know those prices are never coming back down, man. Sometimes at work, I'm like, you know what? I'll buy a beef jerky stick. It's only $2, but look, if you work 7 days a week, 2 times 7, that's 14 bucks. That stuff adds up all throughout the year. So if you're working at a job, you do not want to buy food and eat out, man. At least that's what I try not to do. So I try to never eat out while I'm at work. You're there to make money, not spend money. So I'm gonna bring an egg burrito today. And we're also gonna be pretty healthy, man. I'm gonna go ahead and bring some sardines. And this isn't the healthiest, but it makes me feel like I'm healthy, man. We're gonna bring a chewy bar. You know how good this is gonna hit, like at 2 in the morning? Oh, this is gonna be beautiful. Check this out, check this out, check this fold. You gotta tuck. You gotta tuck. Learned how to do this at Taco Bell. Been wrapping the best burritos ever since. Look at that, baby. That's a fatty right there. Sardines, Quake bar. We're ready for an 8-hour shift. What more do you need? Normally, I would bring in some Coke Zero, but we already got that at work, so hey.
Find your dreams, I'm back on my grind. A second in my lifeline.
About to take my little lunch break, and look at that, right? I put it in the oven, it just crisps up nice, baby. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Man, you know what? I really don't mind bugs or anything like that, but just looking at this mosquito right here, this thing looks so creepy. Look at how it's like, that's why you can't tell when it lands on you, because it looks like it's just, I don't know, kind of like, what's that thing like inside the bone? Like cartilage or something. But man, those things are free. All right, so I'm at a new fishing spot today, this little pond. Apparently there's some river monsters here. And I took some minnows from my job. I used a styrofoam cup because I figured it would keep them a lot cooler. They are, yeah, because Lori said so. And I don't know how we're gonna do this. So she's gonna go ahead and show me how it's done, because I've never hooked a minnow before. I think it's a lot more complicated than worms, but she said it's not, so we will see. But man, we're gonna catch the big bass.
Spoiler alert, he did not catch the big bass.
I just woke up, man, but I'm gonna have one of the best shifts ever today, man. I got some great news, bro. I'm about to walk in the gas station like this, bro.
Don't get the shoes in the background.
Sorry, you guys. I was trying to record before I had to clock in, but just right now, well, I'm not even gonna show them on camera, but as you can hear, I just got my first 3 paychecks, bro. The first one is only like 13 bucks because it's literally for 1 hour of work. But I finally got my 3 checks. It took a month, but from now on, it's gonna be weekly every Tuesday. So I'm freaking hyped about that. And I also got another couple cool updates that I gotta share with you guys. Can anybody tell me what this is exactly? Okay, that thing looks mad creepy. What an absolute idiot I am, bro. Okay, when they say the term heavy-duty degreaser, that shit's heavy-duty degreaser. I don't know. I didn't think it was gonna be that crazy. I literally sprayed it to clean it. I left it on there for like 30 seconds, and that's the aftermath. Well, I'm done with work, and I'm gonna catch some shit about that one, I'm sure, and rightfully so. I deserve it because I just ruined the store mat, so that's not great. That was a bad show. That was the first bad night I've had here. I just sucked tonight, man. I was LeBron in the 2011 finals against the Mavericks tonight, man. I just didn't show up, baby. It finally happened. It finally happened, you guys. 3 individual checks. 1, 2, and 3 checks. I finally got them. And I finally have an issue I'm passionate enough to be president about. Like, if I were the president, This is the only thing I would do, and then I would resign. I would quit the next day. I would say, look, you should be able to decide to get paid, whether direct deposit or checks, and you should be able to decide your schedule, whether it's weekly, whether it's monthly, whether it's bi-weekly. How are we still in the year 2026, I almost said 27, and you can't decide how often you get paid or make your own payment schedule? That fact is just crazy. But I love getting paid weekly. That is one of the big perks about the job. That's one of the things I love the most about 7-Eleven. Why can't I choose how often I get paid? I'm the one working. Why can't I choose how often I get paid? And I gotta tell you guys this story. There's this lady who comes in, right? She's an older woman, and she walks to the store late at night. I normally saw her during the day, but lately I've been seeing her like at 2:30 in the morning. And she always comes in and she's out of breath and she's tired because, you know, she's an older lady and she has quite a walk. And we've been having the best talk. So she came in last night and she was like, can you give me a hug so I feel safe, baby, on the way home? And I did. And she says, oh, you're always so pleasant. And that made my entire night. And people always ask me, they go, bro, why do you like working at these gas station jobs? I guess it's the human interaction. Like I worked at Starbucks, Taco Bell, I worked at Boomers. I didn't like any of those jobs. I just didn't like it. There wasn't enough, like, I don't know, just talking with the regulars, hanging out, getting to know people. I kind of need that. I can't be alone. Like, I'm a sick person in my head. Like, I have a real fucking issue, man. And that's the other thing with the cursing. I got to tone it down here. I can't curse as much. I feel so bad when I curse sometimes because out here, people do not curse a lot. And that is one thing I've realized. Back in California, I remember, like, I had some bosses that were like, "Ian, get the fuck back here," in front of the customers. And that's like, that's a no-go. That just does not happen here. And I gotta get out of the sun, hold on. So if you notice me cursing a lot less, that's gonna be why. I'm actually making a solid attempt to try to curse, because every time I do it, I absolutely cringe myself out. Instead, you're gonna hear me say gosh darn it more often, I guess. Speaking of, I still have not been able to find a bass, but I met a local last night and he showed me a secret pond. And I wish I could show you guys the picture, but I can't. But this is another one. He said it's known for its huge bass. It's not private. It was private, but now it's public. So hopefully I can talk my girlfriend into going into the deep woods of Arkansas, because she's kind of creeped out about that. But I told her, look, it's way out there. It's gonna take us probably like a half hour, and we won't have cell service, and we'll be all by ourselves by this lake. And this guy told me about it. So I told her, she's like, I don't know, but I'll talk her into it, man. It sounds like a good time. I'll tell her we're having a picnic or something. Also, I got another job offer at Casey's gas station. If anybody's familiar with Casey's, number one, the first thing is their pizza slaps. And number two, it's a pretty good place. I always stop at Casey's, man. That's actually like one of my preferred go-to spots. But they wanted me in the graveyard position, and I'm finally done with the graveyard position. So after this week, after Sunday, I will no longer be graveyard. I gotta say, I'm done with vampire life. I'm going back to actually living like a human being, and I'm not gonna be doing graveyard anymore. And part of me is already like kind of nostalgic. Like, dude, I actually kind of already miss it. But I gotta say, if I were a single guy, I would be a graveyard guy. I absolutely love it. I love working alone, which is weird because at the same time, I literally just said I need customers to talk to. But you know, you get your share of regulars, but you get into a routine, man, like anything. And at the end of the day, I guess I just got used to it, but my girlfriend hates it. And I don't like it because I don't like ever not seeing her, you know what I mean? So there's that. But man, every position I get is graveyard. But I'm hyped, man, because I'm about to start getting into the chef. We got Chef Ian, and I'm gonna start cooking up catfish and stuff like that. I don't know how this is gonna fucking go. I honestly don't know how this is gonna go. I'm really scared to do this. I'm really nervous to do this because I am not a chef. I used to make burritos at Taco Bell, and that's my experience. I worked at Starbucks, and I would throw shit in an oven, and that is my experience. I have no idea. You guys have seen me cook, bro. I put a steak in the microwave. I make Lunchables. I make the same burrito every day, and I really don't know shit about seasonings. But to be completely honest with you, I'm absolutely nervous, but I'm gonna go in there, and it's gonna be a fun experience anyway. But yeah, I think I'm messed up, like in the head, man. Like, I don't think I'm meant to just be alone, and I don't know what that is. Like, I'm just so fucking needy. Like, I don't know. I hate being alone by myself. I could not live by myself. Like, when I'm doing graveyard, I'm having a really hard time sleeping because I can't sleep alone anymore. I cannot sleep alone to save my life. I don't think it has anything to do with the curtains. My room is fully blacked out. I sit there and I toss and turn. I'm like a baby with a bottle. Like, I need like my girlfriend there now because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I have a very, very difficult time being by myself. I just don't like it. Maybe that's why I've always done the YouTube thing with videos, so I have something to share with. but I don't like to be alone. I hate it. It's a source of like misery for me. It's depressing, it's sad, and I know like I have no reason to feel these things. I'm like, dude, why are you feeling like this? Just go to sleep. But at the same time, it's like, there's nobody here, you're all alone, and the thoughts lead to something else, and I'm just like, fuck, I'm so messed up. Like, I need to go to like a fucking therapist or something, because it's like, there's no reason I shouldn't be able to sleep by myself, right? Like, come on, bro, I'm a grown man. But if you've made it this far in the video, I want to say thank you for watching, and that I do appreciate you. And just leave a comment with something to do with fishing, because I don't know what to do. I'm kind of torn. I have fallen in love with fishing. I want to go every single day. Every single day I get out of work, I'm like, I want to go fish. The other day I bought minnows, and by the way, that was a lot of fun. Fishing with minnows is a lot of fun. And if you don't know what a minnow is, or a minnow, as they say out here, it's like a little tiny fish like this that you put on the end of the hook, and it's alive, so it moves, so you catch a lot of stuff. Hold on, there's a huge trash truck coming. I don't even like to game anymore, man. Like I just want to go fishing until I catch that bass, I guess. But there's just so much to learn and so much fun. And like I said, man, there's just something about catching your own food, learning to catch and cook. It's a sport, you know. Like I said, Hank Hill said it the best, man. But I know a lot of people don't like fishing content, so I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna do that. I'm debating on making a fishing channel, but I already know that I'm busy as it is, man. Working 50 hours a week, running 2 channels seems like kind of crazy to me. So that's one thing that I'm kind of struggling with, like incorporating this like fishing content, because I know a lot of people don't like to see it, because it does bother a lot of people. Like it bothers my girlfriend when we had that catfish and I had to do its thing. I know she couldn't look, and I know it bothers a lot of people. It bothers me still. I'm still not used to it. I don't think I ever will. Like I had a comment the other day that said, hey bro, do you ever think you're gonna go hunting for deer? And I gotta be completely fucking honest with you, absolutely not. I will never go hunting for a deer my entire life. I could not kill a deer. I think a deer is an awesome creature, man. Yeah, I'm just firmly against that, man. If I were out in the wild, and if I were a caveman, and my family needed dinner, I could do it. But could I just do it for sport right now, knowing I could go to Walmart and buy a thing of Hot Pockets? Absolutely not. That's nothing against hunters, man. I mean, you got the right to do so, but it's just not for me.